What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start. Welcome to the Peter and Al podcast.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, we're here. We're just trying to with them Peters out and put those headphones in. We're here with the Peter and Al podcast, and no Chub Dids, just Jeezy Weezy and PBJ
Because he's a llama. So, we haven't done a show in 2 weeks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
2 weeks ago, I think we were all lazy. And just...
Yeah.
And then last week was Mother's Day. So...
Thanks.
But we're back. And we're better than ever. And Miguel's still not with us because he's a lot
Lazy.
Yep, punk ass. He can't do more than 2 things a day. He went to church and he came to our family gathering.
Yeah. So and he couldn't stay. He couldn't stay more than 3 hours, so he had to go.
He had to go. But a lot of shit's happened in that 2 weeks. I have a story. I guess it's been 3 weeks that I've been holding up to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Might be 4 weeks. So we talked about the HBO series, Harry Potter, that they're coming to do. They're going to do season 1 is going to be book 1.
Yeah.
And the executive producer is J.K. Rowling. So she's going to be working hand in hand with them.
So you know it's going to be fire.
So you know it's going to be fire, right? But so a lot of people are saying, Hogwarts Legacy was boycotted because
of J.K. Rowling.
Because of J.K. Rowling, right? And so a lot of Potter fans are saying, let's boycott this new show because J.K. Rowling is involved.
Yeah, and we failed on the game. The game was fire.
The game was fucking fire, yeah. So a lot of people are saying boycott the game or the show. And so J.K. Rowling, she came out and she tweeted this. It's one people talking about this series. Oh, you guys are going to boycott the HBO series. So she's worried about it, right? So she tweeted, I've taken the precaution of laying in a large stock of champagne. So she's basically saying, I don't give a fuck because I know you guys are going to watch it.
Yeah.
First of all. Secondly, I don't give a fuck because I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. You guys don't like it. I still believe what I said. I'm not going to change what the fuck I said because you guys are upset at me.
Yeah.
So she's basically saying, I don't give a fuck. Watch the show. Don't watch the show. I'm getting paid.
Right.
And I have to admit, that's pretty goddamn gangster.
Gangster, yeah.
Respectable. Yeah, you gotta respect it. Yeah. You gotta respect it. Because so many celebrities take that high. And okay, there are certain times where it's like, okay, yeah, you said something out of pocket. Come and apologize. Go and apologize because you fucked up. Mm-hmm. But really,
what was it again on her trans? I feel it's something. From what I remember, it wasn't like
It wasn't something super.
Awful,
it was just like, oh yeah, like trans people aren't like. It was basically like, if you're a dude, you're a dude. If you're a girl, you're a girl.
Yeah.
That's basically what she said. Just maybe not as PC.
Right. Yeah, it didn't.
And people were like, oh, you don't support trans. And she was like, no, I fucking don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the thing is, part of the thing too, what's making it worse for other people is because she's very, she's super anti-trans. Mm-hmm. Where or anti-L, no, I think it's just trans. I'm
pretty sure. Well, the books are very pretty LGBT supportive, right?
Yeah.
They have a lot of concepts that pretty much support a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
she's all right with gays.
Which is like what a lot of people were really oh, I'm so confused about this. But it's like trans people is a new concept, and it's kind of like right now at this point they're at a point where they're making newer rules about them, so it's becoming more ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, okay, if you're trans, you believe you're a man, you believe you're a woman. I respect that. That's your choice to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so like I forgot who I was having a discussion with. We were talking about Disneyland and how like there's a lot of gays at Disneyland now, and like a lot of people are like, for lack of a better term, they're being gay in public. Like they're making out in public, right? And they're like, oh, I don't like seeing gays making out in public. Like I'm okay with people being gay. I just don't want to see them make out. And it's like I feel like I don't want to see anyone make out in public.
Yeah, especially in Disneyland. Yeah, do you really need the PDA?
Yeah, I don't fuck with PDA. Like if you're gonna be out in public making out, like go somewhere else. You don't need to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like there's people around.
But some people are into the public shit.
Yeah, people like it. Yeah, I get that. But so like gay or straight, don't make out at Disneyland. Don't make out in line at Disneyland. Like fucking, like if you're on the ride and it's a 2-seater, do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. As a teenager, you fuck around on the rides.
I'm sitting behind you guys and I have to watch you make out on this ride. Just chill.
Exactly. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're a married couple. I don't care if you're 2 teenagers.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's awkward for everyone. But yeah, I feel like there are new rules coming out all the time. It's like okay, like I said, you want to be a dude, be a dude. You want to be a woman, be a woman. All respect. We had Glitch on the show for almost a year.
Was it only a year? I feel like it was more.
I feel like it might have been longer a year. I don't know. I know she was or he was on the show for a while now. At the time, it was a she still. He was still a she. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we're pretty progressive when it comes to stuff like that.
Mad progressive. We have a trans friend, guys. We're progressive.
Yeah. We're all inclusive. We have a black friend and we have a trans friend. Yeah.
And we're Mexican.
But anyway, so I had that story for hanging for a while. So right now, the reason only me and you are doing this segment is because we're going to, in our group, that have seen Guardians of the
Galaxy.
What are your before I give my thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on it?
Better than 1, worse than 2. And I didn't vibe with the song choices as much as the other 2.
I'll give you that. There was a couple of songs that because I feel like with the first 2, I knew most of the songs, and I enjoyed the songs. Whereas in Guardians 3, I knew most of the songs, but I didn't I was like, yeah, I've never really felt that song.
See, in 2, I didn't know. I don't think I knew most. At least I didn't know that first song, that opening song,
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, I didn't know that one, but I actually love it.
It's a great song.
Listening to it, and then I think that's what it was. Like the first and second one, I don't recognize the song, but they're really good, and I feel like they matched what was happening.
They matched the vibe, yeah.
Where there was one in particular around the middle that I was like, why this song?
Yeah, I think
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably the same moment, and I'd have to watch it again to see it. But I do feel like I remember there being a song that's a weird choice for this one. Mm-hmm. Were there reasons when they're during the fight scene when they're fighting?
It was during a fight scene, but I don't know.
Is it when they're in the giant meat thing?
Orgo. Yeah, I think that's where it was.
I actually love that song, but I feel like it's not a fight song.
Yeah, it didn't match.
Yeah, it's reasons. The reason. It's a love song. So that song is Earth, Wind and Fire, and that song I love that song. It's a great song. The live version is so much better than the single version.
Oh, really?
There's a live version. It's just kiss. Which is it's funny because I always listen to oldies growing up, and so on the radio, the live version is what I used to hear all the time. That's what they would play on. I want to say it was K-Earth. What's the other oldie stations? K-Earth and what was the other oldie station?
I don't know. K-Earth isn't an oldie station anymore, is it?
No, I don't think it is. It's everything now. Because there's not really everything's oldies now.
Yeah, everything's either the fucking top 100 or oldies.
Yeah. I can't remember what the other oldie station was. But yeah, K-Earth 101 was the station I listened to. And they would always play the live version. So the first time I heard the regular version, I was like, what is this shit? This isn't as good. Why isn't this as good as the other version of this song? But yeah, I feel like that might be the one that I was thinking too. Like during that fight scene, because it's a slower song, and it was a fight scene. And so
Creep in the beginning was kind of weird too.
I feel like it fit the mood though.
I do too, but I feel like you're supposed to be hype for the beginning of like a Guardians movie, and this really just kind of like.
But see, I feel like it fit because with the other Guardian movies, that opening scene kind of set the tone. Yeah. For the rest of the movie, where I feel like this one did the same thing. This movie is a lot slower and it's a lot sadder. Yeah. And so, I was in my feelings a bit during this one. I feel like this has been the best Marvel movie of this phase.
Definitely.
I feel like this is arguably the best movie since Endgame. I wouldn't say it's as good as Endgame, right, but it's the best movie since Endgame.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I could agree. I could agree with that. I would say I was thinking about Spider-Man, but yeah, I would say it's.
I like this better. I love Spider-Man. I like this better. Mm-hmm. I like this better. I feel like I went in expecting a sad movie. I went in expecting to come out of that theater heartbroken. Yeah. And I was sad, but I wasn't. But I feel like I went in expecting to be heartbroken. So I think like the sadness didn't really hit me as hard as it did. Jasmine was making fun of me because I say like Endgame. We watched Endgame together. We both bawled at the end of that. Same thing with the Infinity War. We were bawling at the end of that one. Yeah. So Jasmine went in there like, I don't want to see you cry. You know, she's at that age right now where everything embarrasses her. So I don't want to see you crying in the theater, okay? I don't want to be embarrassed. You're gonna be crying in the theater, Dad. It's just a movie, okay? And so the scene when Rocket makes a card, and like when he finds out they're gonna kill them all, they escape and then they all die except for him. And I was like, I got a little choked up, and I was like, oh, fuck, that sucks. Yeah. And I look over at Jasmine, and her whole face is just wet. She's just bawling. And I was like, that's what you get for making fun of me. Yeah. That scene was very, like, but see, I feel like, okay, watching that, I knew they were going to die. I didn't know how they were going to die. I knew they were going to die during an escape attempt. I didn't know it was going to happen to all of them all at once like that. So I was prepared for it. Jasmine wasn't prepared for it. And then I feel like the way they set everything up was like, oh, like when we get to the new world and when this, and the way that each moment with them was kind of setting up like, okay, you're starting to love these characters, and they're not with Rocket anymore. Mm-hmm. So something happens. Yeah,
yeah. I already knew. I was expecting the worst. I'm like, oh, they're gonna fucking die. Yeah, and I'm prepared to cry for this. When this happens. What got me the most actually, I think I teared up a little bit when that happened, when they died. Yeah. But I think what made me cry the most was when the Guardians, our main Guardians group, sees Rocket being tortured. And like, oh, why didn't they tell?
That got me too. That's what got me too.
And like, oh, he never wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, that moment. I wouldn't like. So I got choked up when Lila dies. And then, like, he turns around and Flora's dead. No, Teefs was dead first, and then Flora. That got me. I teared up, or choked up. I choked up, and that's when I looked over at Jasmine. She's bawling. And then the Rocket scene, like that, I had tears. I had tears. That one got me. I was like, fuck, because it was so brutal. Yeah, like it was so brutal. And then like it's just like their reactions to it were so real. Like so to me, okay. So what I equate to. The Kragan scene got me more in Guardians 2 during Yondu's funeral when Kragan does that yell when he sees the other Ravagers show up. Yeah. That like I was already like on the edge, and then Kragan does that, and I was like, oh, yeah, because that was such a real like reaction, and so that scene with Rocket and them being seen that was such a real reaction with those characters. They were like, oh, fuck. Like, that's what got me, too. I mean, I feel like this trilogy is one of the best in the MCU, though.
Definitely is. I mean, well, how many other trilogies are there?
Spider-Man.
But I really feel like this is the only one that's, like, a true trilogy. in the sense like you could just watch 1, 2, and 3.
And it's only
and you don't have to.
You don't have to watch anything else.
Thor. You could probably watch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But then 3, there's like a lot you need to see in between
to make it make sense.
And then like Iron Man, same thing. Maybe Iron Man.
No, Iron Man you can watch 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3 definitely. Yeah, that's true. And then Captain America maybe. Civil War gets iffy.
Yeah.
Because you
gotta watch.
Avengers.
Ultron. Age of Ultron, to make sense. Like, why is everyone mad at...
Why
is everyone mad at them? So... But, I mean... One of the things, too... the complaint I'm hearing about Guardians is... The only complaint I'm hearing about Guardians is that it doesn't move the MCU forward. But the Guardians never really... Like, every Guardians movie is a self-contained Guardians movie. So it's like one of those it doesn't really forward the MCU at all. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hurry up! Yeah. I almost spoiled it, and I was going to because you're a jerk.
Oh, my bad.
When Peter goes home and he sees his grandfather, and that interaction, I was like, oh, that got me a little too.
At the end,
yeah, that was so good. That was so good. Just because like the grandfather looked at it was like right away. There was like that.
Yeah, that got me a little bit.
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was worried about that. I was like, I hope he recognizes him.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like, who are you? I was expecting to be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. But no, okay. So the one criticism I have of that scene is he knocks on the door and the black lady shows up and he's like, obviously, okay, I probably have the wrong house. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, you would, because you're expecting, you know, he's an old white man. You're not expecting a black lady to open the door. I get that. But then she doesn't say anything. She's just like, come in. He doesn't say who the hell he is. Uh-huh. He doesn't say, oh, I was looking for my grandfather. He doesn't say, he just says, oh, I think I have the wrong house. And she's like, no, come in.
Yeah. You know. I just fucked up this old guy in the house. Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah. You ain't got the wrong house. Yeah.
Imagine. It's like, I just murdered this old guy.
And you're next.
We got at least like 6 hours before anybody says anything, you know.
I like, so and the other thing, there's a certain like the way they passed everything on, I liked. Mm-hmm. Everyone went their separate ways. There was the scene when he's talking to Gamora. And he's trying to explain to everything, like, oh, who she was and how they fell in love. Mm-hmm. He's like, she's like, that doesn't sound like me at all. That sounds more like her. And she pointed.
That was good.
And then, like, automatically, she's like, your eyes. I've never noticed how black they are. My father put them in as punishment. Like, that was like the way he just instantly flipped on her. I was like,
yeah, that was good.
I would have.
I didn't care for Adam Warlock.
I was gonna say that too. He was too dopey.
He just seemed like he was fucking the next Drax.
Yeah.
Where like there wasn't like a I'm him moment.
Yeah, exactly.
That Adam Warlock is supposed to get.
He had when he first shows up, he's badass and kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah. And
then immediately he's crying to his mom afterwards.
And
like, what the fuck?
And then he's just a joke, and like Nathan Fillion's like, yeah, I got one of those too.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, he's supposed to be he's one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And they
really reduced him down to, like, just a piece of meat.
Basically, yeah. He was a, what's the word? He was a plot device. He wasn't really anything else. Mm-hmm. Like, he wasn't, like, you expect him to maybe be the main villain or some kind of, but he was just like, okay, well, the reason Rocket gets kidnapped is because fucking Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Like, that's all Adam Warlock did was he hurt Rocket, so they had to find.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't think that's James Gunn's fault. I think it's I think James Gunn meant for that credit scene in Guardians 2 to lead into like for Infinity War and Endgame.
Yes, I agree.
So they could use him.
I agree.
And then they just didn't, and then he's like, "Well,
fuck.
I already did that, so I have to bring him in some capacity."
Yeah.
And him not being a part of the Infinity War is kind of like... what does he do?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's like the same thing with Nova. Like, why would you bring Nova around at this point?
Yeah, there's no need for Nova right now.
Yeah,
the Nova Corps is dead, and I mean, they can do it because the Nova Corps is dead, and he's the last survivor of the Nova Corps. That's how he gets his powers.
Right, but who's he gonna fight? The whole point is that it's Thanos because he's the one who wiped it out, right?
Yeah. Well, see, and that's one of the things that pissed me off with too with Drax. With Drax fighting, well, I mean, because Adam Warlock is strong. He's one of the most powerful Marvel characters. But in the comics, Drax kills Thanos. Mm-hmm. He's killed Thanos. He's hand-to-hand combat defeated Thanos. So fighting Adam Warlock, it was just like he was just useless.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I was like, But he was hilarious in this one too, though. Drax was awesome.
Yeah, I think Dave Bautista has solidified himself as a great comedic actor. Mm-hmm. Comedic action actor.
Yeah. what are you talking about?
Laying on the couch was hilarious for me.
Oh,
Jackson was like,
what's the
point of it? If it's
what was the other one? The metaphors. I know what metaphors.
Oh, metaphors, yeah. The Zarg nuts. He's like, no, I already ate the last one. I love Mantis too. I really love Mantis in this movie.
Yeah, him and Mantis' interactions were always awesome. But yeah, Mantis by herself was awesome as well. I feel like they fit each other really, very well. Mm-hmm. And then the whole point of her going off on her own, and he automatically he steps up. I want to go with you. And she's like, no, I need to go and do this by myself. I
do think Mantis is probably my favorite Guardian.
I think Star-Lord's still my favorite. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's got an awesome name. So
yeah, Star-Lord is sick.
Yeah,
but Mantis has like 3 tentacle monsters now, so she's
that's true. I'm glad they didn't they hinted at it where okay, Gamora kind of softened towards him, towards Peter at the end.
Yeah,
but they didn't okay, well we're in love again. I'm glad they didn't just redo that.
Well, I feel like if they did, then Peter wouldn't go back home, right?
Yeah, good point.
He'd stay there with Gamora. So I think they had to.
What do you think they're gonna do with him?
I bet he just pops up in Avengers or something.
Okay, I would have to see that. Yeah, because that's what got me at the end. It was it wasn't the Guardians of the Galaxy who were returned. Yeah, because we do have a new Guardians team. Yeah. We have Rocket, we have Warlock, we have 2 of the kids they saved, and who else? Oh, and Kraglin, right?
Kraglin, yeah, Kraglin, and then the new girl.
Oh, and Cosmo.
Is that what? Oh no, the doctor.
Yeah.
No, well, there's also the new girl.
The new girl, the one that
with the eye.
Yeah.
The Jub.
Jub, yeah. That was it too. He just starts talking to them, and they're like, "You can talk to them. You understood what they were saying this whole time." Nobody asked.
Oh, the suits too was great.
Oh yeah,
blue is open for everyone. Yellow is for red. Red is for green. It's how did you get? How do you just seem intuitive?
The whole meat satellite. What was it called? Something Corp.
Orgo.
Orgo Corp. Orgo Corp. Orgo Corp. Mm-hmm. That whole thing was gross.
Yeah, it was.
The way they cut into it, there's that yellow pus just floating into space.
Yeah.
It was oh. And then when Drax had to slurp through it, it was everything was so gross. And that's their daily life. They're just, and then the organic, the suits look cool as shit, but they also look super gross.
Yeah,
it's you're wearing somebody's body. Yeah. And then the fact that there was hair.
I didn't notice there was hair.
That's funny. On the planet.
Oh, on the planet.
Yeah, there was instead of trees.
I thought you were saying the suits.
Oh no, on the planet itself there was hair growing.
Yeah.
That's gross. And then everything was mushy. When they pushed the buttons, they were mushy buttons. Mm-hmm. It was everything looked super cool, but it was also very gross.
What did you think of the villain?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I actually I thought because again it was one of those villains that I can see what he's trying to do, but he's also doing it in a villainous way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely top 10, maybe even top 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The High Evolutionary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just the way he looked was fucking cool. Like the whole fucking RoboCop stretch face thing. Yeah. That was like when I was watching, I was like, dude, he looks like RoboCop. And then when Peter Quill calls him that, you RoboCop. Like,
yeah, RoboCop ass motherfucker. He just hung up on him.
And then when Rocket like rips the face off it, like he like, or like when because like looks before gross. that one flap was loose and it was just like bouncing around. I was like, oh
yeah. Oh no, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, they better pull that shit.
Yeah,
out.
I was thinking the same thing. And I like the fact that it was Murns. Like I like that actor.
Yeah, Murn. Yeah.
That's one thing I give James Gunn too. Is like James Gunn, he's like Sam Raimi. Like he always brings.
Yeah.
He like I work with these people well. I'm gonna put them in everything I do.
Yeah, and his wife was one of the people in Orgo Corp.
Yeah.
The blonde. Ratcatcher 2 was the pink lady.
Yeah. The
pink girl.
Yep, and then
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah. And then even Pete Davidson was.
Pete Davidson was that like malformed fucking ugly.
Yeah, the thing that. Oh, I wasn't reacting that way because of you.
Yeah.
Something behind. But people were like I remember it was a clickbait article. Like I knew it was Pete Davidson. Like I'd seen it in a Instagram post. Mm-hmm. But it was like there was one of those clickbait articles. Or no, it was another Instagram post. But it was like link in bio to find out who. And it was like Pete Davidson plays a character in fucking Guardians 3 that you wouldn't expect.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know it was Pete Davidson until after there.
Yeah, I didn't know it was until afterwards either. I had seen another article that said, "Oh, Pete Davidson was this gross rat thing."
Yeah.
but the clickbait article was like, "Oh, you'll never guess who." And it's like, how can you guess that was Pete Davidson? It's a fucking CGI character. All he did was do a voice for it. It's not like it's not like you could tell it was fucking him. Like, fuck out of here, stupid clickbait. What would you give it?
Probably 9.
Yeah. Same.
9 sounds about good.
Yeah.
Because I'd give 10. I'd give 2 10, a 10.
Okay.
And then I'd probably give 1 like 8.5.
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, to me, I would put this one and 1 on the same kind of the same. Mm-hmm. And then, but yeah, 2 I'd give a 10. Mm-hmm. 2 like it's just because it's like you already know the team and the way everything.
Yeah, it was so good. The opening was amazing.
Yeah.
With them fighting the fucking monster.
Yep.
The music.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Baby Groot.
Yeah, Baby Groot is elite.
I liked Groot in this one. I didn't like Team Groot.
In Guardians?
In
Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Or the only time I like.
I just like the I'm Groot.
Yeah. That's the only part I liked of Team Groot. I'm Groot. I saw a thing was the only reason Vin Diesel signed up to play Groot, to only say the word I am Groot, was because they told him in 3 he would say I am family.
When he does it, he just says I love you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of didn't work for me.
Really,
because the whole point is supposed to be like we've been watching the Guardians for 3 movies now.
Yeah.
So now it's like we're part of the Guardians and we can understand Groot. But it just felt like, oh, he just said I love you guys.
Yeah, but no, I kind of I took it as because remember at the end of the first one, right before he dies, he says we are Groot.
Yeah.
Instead of I am Groot. So it's like he learned. And
yeah, but it didn't. But it's like, how come it went from so long? Because it was the first movie, and then second, Infinity War, Endgame, and then now here.
Well,
did Groot get snapped or no?
No, he did not.
He didn't. He was a Rocket.
It was Rocket. But this Groot is because this Groot isn't the same Groot as from the first movie.
True.
Baby Groot is a new Groot.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like that's why we saw him grow, and then him saying that now was his like the end of his cycle kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But still, it's like so drastic because it goes from "We are Groot" to
I love
just like a whole new sentence. I love you guys.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, it was to me, it was like okay, it was the moment, like oh, fucking Groot, we love you too. It was something else. And then Rocket's whole thing, like, James Gunn came back. He came out like right before the movie came out, and he was like, if you watch all three movies, if you look at them, Rocket is the main character. Mm-hmm. Like, they mainly focuses on Peter Quill, but story wise, if you look at it, it's all Rocket.
It's all progressing towards Rocket becoming the leader, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to be the leader in the first one.
Yeah.
But Peter Quill is.
Yeah. And the second one, they're just arguing back and forth the whole time, but they're both kind of... And then Thor shows up and fucks the dynamic up. And then finally this one... Oh, the other scene that got me was Nebula's reaction to Rocket's voice.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
When she did that, I was just like, oh, like that, like right in the feels.
Yeah.
Because like she... and she's not like she's this cold, heartless cyborg.
Plus she's the newest group member too, technically. Well, her and Mantis.
Mm-hmm. So for her reaction to Rocket like being alive was like, oh, that's soft.
I wish Cosmo was around more.
Yeah, because Cosmo was awesome.
Yeah.
Cosmo was awesome.
Was Cosmo in the first movie?
Cosmo was cameo in the first movie.
That's right.
In the remember at the collectors?
Yeah, and the Freedom. Okay, or her.
Yeah. That whole bad dog thing that had me dying.
A little dragged out though.
I honestly, to me, I feel like it was like, because that was the point. It was like, that's why they even said at the bar, it's like, you're still going on about this? Come on.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
Come on.
But they did it like 4 times, and I feel like it was one too many or something.
No, maybe, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I feel like to me,
right, because they did it initially, and that was funny, and then the second one. And the second one, I feel like is probably when they should have been like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
But like the third one was when they were like, oh, come on.
Yeah, true.
And then...
they probably could have lost that last one,
and then at the very end, like, because she's a good dog.
Yeah. And then, Cosmo was awesome. The whole thing with Rocket saving all the animals, that was cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that remember, like, I like the thing too when how he sees the thing and like when he looks at the species and it says raccoon, and that's when he's like, I'm a fucking, what does he say? Like, I'm a raccoon, or he says something like that.
He says, I'm Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, I'm Rocket Raccoon. Because like the first movie is like, I'm not a raccoon. I don't know what the raccoon is, but they ain't nothing like me anywhere or whatever.
First F-bomb.
Yeah.
First F-bomb in a Marvel movie.
In a Marvel movie, yep.
Open the fucking door.
Overall, I thought I enjoyed it from the beginning.
Really fun movie. Really good.
Yeah.
Good. It was a good end to the Guardians as we know it, right?
Yeah, it really was. It was full circle. The new story, new team, and we don't know if we're gonna see this team ever again. Or because there was rumors that they were gonna do Stallone. That he was because
Stallone.
Yeah, because Stallone, Yondu, that whole group that's the original, like from the comics. That's the original Guardians.
Yeah.
And then this
Stallone's too old though.
So Stallone's too old.
He's way too old.
Yeah. I did like seeing like them and Gamora, like how the fact that she's a Ravager now, and like I like that whole thing because she was more like Peter.
Yeah.
When you first meet Peter Quill, that's how Gamora is in this one. Mm-hmm. So it's almost full circle. I do, like, I want to watch it again. I think I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it the second time, but you said you've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's better the second time actually.
Is it? Yeah.
The first time I was kind of like thinking it was the worst one.
Really?
Yeah.
And you watched it again.
Yeah. The second time I watched it, I was like, no, it's better.
There was 2 end credit scenes or 3 end credit scenes.
2.
So it was him and the grandpa at the end, at the very end, right? They were just talking.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
It was all the new Guardians that they showed.
Yeah, okay.
And then they're it looked. I don't know what it was, but I thought it was like they were playing music, and then like the villagers behind them were like listening to them talk with the music on, and it just sounded like screaming. But I guess it was just like the
stampede.
Yeah, the stampede coming.
Yeah.
But to me, it sounded like that's what they heard. That's like what the music sounded like to them when
they just heard that.
Yeah, they started like. Ah!
I like that was the other thing that I like too. So, if you like all the first 2 movies, all the songs are from the 70s, 80s in some of the 90s. And then so when Peter gives Rocket the Zune, like he just like automatically scrolls to 2000s. It's like also like saying, okay, a whole new era, whole new thing, which was kind of cool. That was like a subtle thing.
Yeah, I did like that ending song for Dark Days.
Yeah. That was because it's like one of those songs that kind of starts off kind of like slow and kind of like melancholy, and then it like hypes up.
It did make me think that they had another song planned though, because like when Groot is dancing, it didn't really seem like to the beat of the song. He was just I don't know if it's just he doesn't know how to dance or if.
But he does know how to dance. Huh? Baby Groot knows how to dance. Baby Groot.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And then the thing Drax dance, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like that whole end scene was fucking cool.
Oh yeah, did that get you? And like, you're not Drax the Destroyer, you're Drax the Dad.
Yeah. That got me too. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. Then I liked the whole conversation that they were having about like favorite song and artist, and they were like going over it, like because they just kind of emphasized the whole music being the tying thing to everybody, which is cool. Let's go and take a quick break. We'll go grab Pistolita and then we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll be done. We're done with
We're done with our spoilers and Guardians for now. Oh yeah, spoiler alerts.
Sorry.
Sorry. If you listen this far, sorry.
Imagine. This person's like, they keep spoiling it. I can't change it.
What are they going to say? Spoiler alert. When?
This sadistic motherfucker just listening, or masochistic motherfucker just torturing himself for getting spoiled. He has every opportunity to change it, but he just can't. He just won't.
Now that we said spoiler alert, he can turn it on. Like, oh shit. They finally said it. Yeah. That's the name of the episode. Spoiler alert.
We'll be back with a message from our sponsors.
What's going on, peoples? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's Energy Drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you.
And we're back. Podcast.
One more game. So, did you see the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Oh, the new one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got Pistolita joining us.
Yeah, Pistolita.
And we got Goonie.
And the quiet one.
The quiet one. He's not going to say anything. It's his first time on the show.
But he's saying hi.
Yeah, he's waving at you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet their first time. We'll see if we get him to talk.
I was like,
At least I'm not obnoxiously.
There we go. See, he said
Got
something. Got
I look like my mom.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm saving that one.
That was scary.
All right. So,
Mortal
Kombat trailer. So it's Mortal Kombat 1. So it's gone full cycle. So I mean, the story kind of led up to making a full cycle. Like the last game was Chronica, and she was changing the timeline,
Mm-hmm.
and then Liu Kang became a fire god, and now we're.
But what happened to the old movie? The one that recently just came out? Are they
Not a movie, it's a game.
Oh, are you talking about? I think you're talking about a movie.
No, game.
Game.
Oh.
And then the most recent game.
The most recent game, they basically reset the universe.
Oh.
So
okay. I thought we were talking about another movie. I even said I was like another movie.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah, because Mortal Kombat's up to like what is it?
11 was no. Was it 11? Yeah, 11.
I think it was 11.
I want to play Mortal Kombat so bad. I
have all of them.
Well, I want to play after this, but I was watching on TikTok. They're just showing like all the
fatalities.
Fatalities for like Joker and like I think Johnny Cage, and I was like, this game I want to play it. Maybe that's why it's all over my.
Oh, speaking of Johnny Cage, did you see that they want to get a Carl Urban?
I think that is fucking awesome.
Damn near perfect.
Yeah, right? Yeah. The only thing is, I feel like Carl Urban doesn't come off cocky enough.
No, I think he can.
He can. Well, like, think of him as, what's his name? From fucking Thor.
From Thor, yeah.
Des and Troy.
Yeah. He's cocky as shit in
The Boys.
The Boys too.
Yeah. So I can see that.
But he also plays good. He's like broken cocky, like he's just like really fucked up, but he's confident in his abilities.
Yeah. The last movie was fucking so good. There's a wrestler I would like to see play Johnny Cage. I think he would do an awesome fucking job. I don't know how good of an actor he is. That's the problem. So his gimmick name is already Johnny. So he's Johnny Night. He's been Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, Johnny he's changed his last name so many times that he has a shirt that just says Johnny Gimmick Name. Mm-hmm. So whatever his last name is what always changes. And he looks because watch him. Let me pull him up. But like he has long hair right now. But if he cut his hair, I think he would fucking pull it off so well. Cause he has the fucking look already.
For who?
On some aviators.
For Johnny Cage.
For Johnny Cage. Oh, okay.
They just tattooed Cage Cage across his chest. No, Johnny tattooed Johnny across his chest, and then
I guess.
I think I know who this guy is.
It's John Morrison. John Morrison is like the most, like what is known by the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has acted. I think I've seen him in
TV. He's been in movies, yeah.
Okay, then I was like,
and he's a decent actor. He's not like a terrible actor, but he's not like
that good for
one. But that's the thing about Cage, though, is he's the actor.
Well, but see, at the same time, though, he's also a shitty actor. Like, so Johnny Cage is supposed to be like, not to say Jean-Claude Van Damme is a shitty actor, not to say Stallone and Schwarzenegger are shitty actors, but he's supposed to be that style of like that action hero where overhyped, and he just like really he just says he's like The Rock. He just says one-liners. He just says one-liners, and that's what he does. Yeah, that's the kind of character he's supposed to be.
Like he just plays himself at this point.
Basically, yeah. And that's what Johnny Cage is. That's the whole point. Like Johnny Cage thinks he's just like I'm this fuck. That's why he has the sunglasses. He's this cocky. Yeah. I'm a celebrity. Everybody knows me. Everybody loves me. Yeah. You know, and I'm the best. That's who Johnny Cage is. Yeah. So I feel like John Morrison can pull that because that's his gimmick. So they just fucking do the Johnny tattoo on his fucking chest, give him a big Cage belt buckle, and he's Johnny Cage. Oh, cut his hair. They gotta cut his hair.
But can he act?
But that's not the point.
Yeah, but can he act as a bad actor?
Yeah, can he act as a bad actor? I feel like he could. He did a whole movie called...
Because there's a difference between acting as a bad actor and being a bad actor.
Being a bad actor, yeah, that's true. There's an art to acting like a bad actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he would feel like. But yeah, Carl Urban again. I feel like he could nail it too. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, that's again chef kiss. Fucking perfect.
Unrelated to Mortal Kombat, I saw somebody do like a little like casting of what they think for Venom, and if they recast him for the MCU. Yeah. And they said fucking the guy who plays Thad Castle.
Oh, that would be a good.
Yeah. So what is
Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State?
That would be
the quarterback.
I love him.
And then also for what's his name, Carnage, Cameron Moynihan.
Oh yeah. Holy shit, that is good casting. Well, see, the whole thing to me, like
it was like a fan casting.
Yeah. To me, the whole thing with Venom, like I enjoyed Spider-Man 3. Mm-hmm. I hated stupid Topher Grace as Venom. Mm-hmm. Like Eddie.
Who did he play? Did he play Eddie Bravo?
He played Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock, and then Venom
yeah.
takes what? Flash Thompson as well, and Eddie Brock.
He eventually takes Flash Thompson. But that's like later on.
Eddie
Brock is the original Venom.
Oh, okay.
But Eddie Brock was this fucking monster bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, he's also a reporter, right?
He's also a reporter.
The whole thing is Peter basically takes all the jobs from him.
Because Peter gets the picture of Spider-Man and Eddie Brock couldn't.
Yeah.
And that's the story. I feel like the storyline that they did for Spider-Man 3, like the whole Eddie Brock Peter Parker thing, was spot on.
They did that great. It's just
Topher Grace. And I like Topher Grace. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but he's like a scrawny.
He's Eric Foreman. He's a scrawny, like, Red Foreman's gonna come in here and kick my ass.
You just see him as Eric Foreman.
Yeah, you really do. And I love Topher Grace. I think he's a great actor. But he's not Eddie Brock.
It's funny because it's like Ashton Kutcher could do movies, freaking Mila Kunis could do movies, but it's like Donna and the rest of them can't do movies, but it's like, because you see them as Donna and Eric.
Yeah,
and
exactly, that's true.
And Hyde and...
Well, Hyde can't do any movies because he raped that, or no. what did he do? He did something bad.
I meant Fez.
Well, Mila Kunis, you can't really see her.
She's Meg.
She's always...
I forgot she's Meg. Yeah, she's Meg.
You know what?
Plus, when she's acting in other stuff, it's kind of like she's just like a variant of Jackie.
You know what?
She's just like a less bitchy Jackie, right?
You know what she was really good in is Forgiving Sarah Marshall.
Was she in that?
She's in that. She's like the alternate love interest.
I wanted to watch. I heard she's really good in
that one.
Really? Yeah. I heard she's good in Black Swan, but I'd never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I thought that was a horror movie.
Black Swan?
Yeah.
No, it's like a dramatic ballet movie.
It was terrifying for me as a kid. I see that when I was like 8. I thought it was a horror film.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about something. Eddie Brock, Topher Grace, Mila Kunis. She was doing an interview recently, and like she says that she can't talk. Like people see her in public and like they know who she is, obviously, but she can't talk in public. She says if I go anywhere, if someone just hears my voice,
shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. She says everywhere I go, I hear shut up, Meg.
That's funny. Imagine.
But I feel like that's a natural. If you hear that voice just talking, no matter what she could be talking about a fire down the street. There's kids and there's an orphanage. Shut up, Meg.
It's so good. It's such a good. It's like a stupid joke.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Let me pull up my stories.
Anyway, that Mortal Kombat
trailer. The Mortal Kombat trailer. Again, you know what, the name of the episode should just be called Chef's Kiss. This is going to be the third Chef's Kiss.
Yeah. A world record for
Chef's Kiss in this series.
For the Petering Out podcast.
Did you like this trailer better than the Mortal Kombat X trailer where it was Scorpion versus Raiden?
Okay.
I really liked that trailer.
That trailer was amazing. The music, the action.
Costumes.
It was such a beautiful fucking trailer. This one, I feel like I liked it. This one's more cinematic. The other one's more action. This one's more cinematic because they're
like a tease.
And that's what this was. That's what the other one was too. But this is like the first one is like you already know what to expect. Here's some action. This one is so we just reset the universe. Mm-hmm. This is where we're going now. Mm-hmm. Like,
do you think that thing with Liu Kang like holding a dude, it like kind of across him? And then he fucking just punches him in half.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a fatality, or do you think that's just for a trailer?
That has to be a fatality. That's
insane.
Yeah. Well, that whole trailer. So, like the way they introduced everybody, and then it was like they show Liu Kang. No, I'm sorry. They show Kung Lao in the fields, and then they show I don't know who the other guy is.
I didn't know who that was either.
Yeah, because it's Kung Lao and then some other guy. I think it might have been Raiden, but not God Raiden because he had the hat. But that could have just been some random farmer.
I think it was just it might have been a new character or something.
It might have been. Because Raiden and Liu Kang merged to become that God Raiden that Raiden is now.
Oh, okay.
If I remember right. I think that's how they became a god. So that's why Liu Kang's a god of fire, but he's like he created this new universe.
So are they two separate deities, or are they one being?
They're one being now. That's why he had the blue and the red.
Yeah.
Because it's both spirit became one.
But he looks more like.
But he looks more like Liu Kang.
And are they both out of conflict with each other? Like
no, they've merged into one being.
They're in unison with each other.
Yeah.
And
that's why he was powerful enough to defeat Karnika. But like the way they introduced everybody, like the whole thing was like bitter rivals or friends, and it was like or brothers, and they did this whole thing, and it was like cool. Then all of a sudden they fucking just show fucking Shang Tsung just. Shang Tsung. I just said it.
I think you wanted to say Shao Kahn and
I can't remember his name.
Shao Kahn and
Sung.
Why am I going? I said his name earlier.
Yeah, you did. I forgot what it was. Shang
Tsung?
Shang Tsung, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's all I was going to say. So Shang Tsung, and then like he cuts fucking Sub-Zero's throat. He fucking just stomps on fucking Melina's head. Like, it's all fucking brutal. And then, but the whole thing with like, he's like, you've declared war on a god. And he just, the fire. That's like that whole fucking, like it just.
It was sick.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that I want to pre-order this game so fucking bad. So fucking, I love Mortal Kombat. It was one of my favorite games. Like, fighting games, Mortal Kombat, and then Street Fighter. 2 favorite games.
Do you think he's become somewhat of an elder god now?
He is. He's an elder god now. But
would that mean that his opponents would also have to be elder gods now? I mean,
no, just like Raiden. Raiden was an elder god the whole time.
Okay.
But like the only reason I don't want to pre-order this game and buy it now is every Mortal Kombat and every Injustice since since 9. So they'll release it. And then they release the battle or combat packs. Mm-hmm. They release 2 combat packs.
And then the complete edition.
The complete edition.
Yeah.
Every fucking time. So like I bought 9. I bought 9 and I bought the season pass. So that's like, so I'm paying $60 for the game plus another $20 for the season pass. Okay. Then I bought Injustice. Then I bought the season pass. And then they released the fucking complete editions, and like
and the complete edition
is cheaper, and you get all the DLC.
It's the $60 price.
No, it's usually cheaper. It's like usually $40.
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
So you get the
and
full
then it comes
game
with DLC.
plus
Do you have Injustice
DLC?
as well?
Yeah,
I do.
it's like a Game of the Year edition.
That's cool. But it's
that?
inconvenient that they do it after you pay like $80.
That was like my first game I bought.
Nice. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, so I want to buy this game because again, I love these games. Yeah. And I usually buy them the day of. Yeah. But then I get burned with the fucking complete edition. You know, it's like, fuck you.
So you're just going to wait this time?
He's as
long as he possibly can.
Once the game comes out, he's going to see like a super cool thing.
And he's like, I got it.
And he's going to get it. I already know he's going to just...
Either that or hopefully player 2 buys
someone
it.
else gets it.
Yeah, player 2 buys it, then I'm good. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I must have player 2 the trailer. I'm like, hey, are you picking this up?
You get this, right?
You're going to plant it in his head.
That's what I do. If there's a game that I want, and I know, like, I was like, fuck, it's like, okay, I can either argue with Letty about buying this game, or I can say, hey, you picking this game up? Have you seen this trailer? Oh, I just start hyping it up to little by little.
And he's
then
like,
you buy it.
Bro,
like,
say less.
This game was cold.
No, but you know what pisses me off, though? Is like, so he talks shit about me getting this game, right? Because, like we're game sharing. Like, we've been game sharing for a while, and, like, I'll tell him, hey, you bought this game, so I'm going to buy this game. Don't worry about buying it. Just download it for me. Uh-huh. I'll buy it, and then what does he do?
He buys it.
He fucking buys it, too. And I told him, don't fucking buy it. He goes, oh, well, it's you know, it's a hassle to log in as you. No, it's fucking not. Switch user, motherfucker. Switch user.
Yeah. I was like, all my game shares under Michael's.
So then he does that again. And so, like, he did it, like, 4 times in a row. So I was like, you know what? I'm, like, if you're buying, like, hey, are you buying this game? Because if you're going to buy this game, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, it'll save you money if you just don't even buy it. And wait
so, like, Ghostwire Tokyo was one of the last games that... No, it's not the last game I bought, but it was one of the most recent games in memory that I bought. And I told him, do not buy it. Because, first of all, he told me, nah, that game looks alright, I'm not going to buy it. I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to buy it. If you want to play it, download it off of me. And then, like, I bought it, and literally the next fucking day, it's like, you motherfucker.
He does it probably purposely because he probably sees you buy it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to get him. Bye.
I got it with Saints Row, though. Because I didn't buy Saints Row. Mm-hmm. And, like, I wanted it because I love Saints Row. This one's the weakest in the series.
Really?
I like it, though. It's still fun. I had a lot of fun with it. They just added DLC to it. It's a lot of fun. But, like, I told him, like, I'm going to buy it. Don't buy it. And he goes, okay, no worries. Then he went and bought it. I was like, I knew you were going to fucking buy it.
That's why you didn't get to the point of buying it yet, right?
No.
That's cool.
You tricked them.
So that's what I'm going to try to do with Mortal Kombat. I'm just going to start sending them trailers. Dude, this game looks so fucking dope. Are you going to pick this up?
Yeah, with Mortal Kombat, I'm sure just letting him know that it's even a thing, he'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see here. Let me go back to some more recent stuff. No, let me go back. Way back. Back in the time. Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for the new Spider-Man. They're supposed to be
that new...
Spider-Verse?
suit.
What are you talking about?
Amazing Spider-Man on PS5.
No. So, they announced the state of play. May...
The video game, Spider-Man.
I thought you were talking about like the movie.
Not the animated movie. That
24th.
one also looked good
No.
too.
So in 4 days,
Tom Holland.
in 4 days, the PlayStation State of Play, and it's heavily rumored, not confirmed, but heavily rumored that we might see some Spider-Man footage.
Ooh.
I mean, it's basically going to be their E3 showcase.
It's going to be the
It's the
showcase.
same. It's the same time window, right?
Same
It's
time
like
frame,
it's like
yeah.
a week before what
Yeah.
E3 should be.
Yeah, so people are. Yeah, so like that's. I'm
So-
excited.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so I'm expecting that. I'm expecting like.
I have high expectations of that game because the last two have just been fun.
You think
Yeah.
they'll show a Wolverine?
That's the other rumor. They might show some rumor. Dude, because like right now, all we have is that teaser of him at the bar. He fucking shows.
Yeah,
fucking,
from like 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah. and it's the same people. Like, so if they're working on Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, like, hopefully we'll get some footage from both.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go.
I was gonna say, did you see that new Marvel game where it's like a card game and?
Midnight Suns?
Yeah, I had the entire wrong impression of that game. They don't even show any gameplay of the cards. You know? It's
Yeah. Midnight Suns, I've heard it's a good game. I haven't played it. Did you ever play XCOM?
Yes. Yeah.
It's-
It
It was
plays just like
basically-
XCOM. The same people that make XCOM make that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it plays just like. So if you enjoy XCOM, you'll enjoy Midnight Suns.
I played it. It was a little slow paced for me. I did the trial. You know how PlayStation Plus
Oh,
gives
yeah.
you the 6 hours.
Yeah.
So I did that, and it felt like a kid's game. I felt like it was tailored towards children.
Really?
In my opinion,
In
you
your
know,
opinion,
just
yeah.
like the combat wise of it. You
Yeah.
know, the cards aren't an issue with me. you know?
XCOM or Midnight Suns?
Midnight Suns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Midnight Suns.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
thought
good
you were
things.
talking about XCOM. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
That's not a kid's game. It's very brutal. I've heard that it's fun. Yeah, like I said, I used to enjoy turn-based games, and like I don't know, I guess I've kind of not that I've outgrown them, but I've kind of like I don't have the patience for them anymore.
Prefer it to be in your control.
Yeah. I guess so many like it's an archaic system. I feel like it's a very like it's a specialized like you have to enjoy that genre to play those games.
Cater towards a
Yeah.
certain.
To me, the story looks awesome, and I want to play it.
Yeah, the thing is, the story. It like, I'm not gonna spoil anything about the story,
No, you
but
can,
it
you can.
just seemed like they, like I was still on the first page of a book, and like it, you know, I couldn't turn the page, and
Yeah.
it was really just teaching you how to play the game, and maybe it was just because I judged it too early, you know, I was
Yeah.
only on the tutorial,
Yeah.
and I just didn't like how I was fighting these little bots that have, you know, almost like from Dragon Ball Z, what are they called? The
Cybermen?
Yeah, it was like
Cybermen,
Cybermen, and I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you were still early, so I'm sure. Yeah.
I
sure
might have misjudged it, you know, but I just don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
it
hard-
was worth the price that it is at either.
It's hard to judge a game from the tutorial. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I'll get on that right now.
Generally, the turn-based games like that, they do ramp up in difficulty.
Yeah, they
like,
definitely do. Yeah.
as you go on.
Oh,
Yeah, especially as you start adding more skills and adding more.
more characters.
Yeah. And once you start adding more characters, who the fuck is texting me, Brian? You're trying to talk this shit.
Was that Brian today with the cane?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever met him.
Don't get into personal stuff right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll deal with that later. What was I saying now? Oh, so yeah, but card based and turned out made me think of Dead Island 2. So I was hesitant. Like, so player 2 bought it. I was hesitant.
Oh, it's out already, the whole game?
Yeah, it's out. I was hesitant on it. Like that first trailer got me. Then all the fucking pushbacks, and I was like, eh.
Hold on, for what?
Dead Island 2.
Oh, Dead Island. Okay.
And then the like it didn't really, the reviews weren't that well received. I haven't gotten far into it.
It was announced like 2-3 years ago, right?
More than that, yeah. But like back when PS4 was about to come out.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So we're
But I
talking
do
like
remember
10
seeing a
years.
trailer of someone walking in Santa Monica with their headphones on, and then there's zombies everywhere.
Yeah,
and
on the bomb.
Yeah, that was for launch of PS4. That
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did that.
Wow.
Yeah,
At the same time as Dying Light, and Dying Light came out.
That's
there's a
insane.
sequel, yeah. So,
Dying Light came out, made a second
Second
game,
one.
came out, and still put out the second game before.
They also
Before
like
that-
released
before
an
that-
extra DLC within the first one where you could leave the city and drive buggies and stuff.
Yeah.
and
yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
But so this one so far, again, I'm not far into the game. I finished a tutorial and I'm kind of like just getting into like where the meat of the story is.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the meat of the story, but like so I did the tutorial. I know the basic story now. I'm kind of like I'm starting the second chapter basically, kind of, and but it's fun. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
The combat is cool. Improvising the weapons is kind of cool. It's one of the things I really like is like when you're fighting the zombies, because like you're kind of aiming the reticle wherever you're gonna strike them at, and like so the combat so there's certain weapons like if you go for the head you're gonna do more damage. Other ones like they do more damage if you dismember.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then like there's like different they call what do they call them? I think they call them hunters or stalkers. I can't remember what they call them right now. But like there's like 4 or 5 different characters you can play as for the main story. And then each character has their own strengths and weaknesses. And then on top of that, you earn skills. And they're like card based. So like you just, like, you know, like they're not, it's not like in the game where like you're like, oh, I'm playing this card.
But
it's
it's a special ability.
the special ability, like you attach it to that character. And so like right now I have one where like every time I block, I gain some health.
Oh, that's
Or like there's another one where it's like every time you kill somebody, every time you, because you can parry attack, so every time you parry attack, your next attack does more damage or things like that. So like depending on your playstyle, you can kind of build up your character.
I remember in the first one, depending on what character you have, would decide what starting weapon you would have. So like there was there was a one that had like if you choose a certain character, you might get a gun. If you choose a certain character, you might get a knife. Like depending on what character.
Were there multiple characters in the first one?
Yeah, it's the
know
one
that.
where you're at like the hotel.
Yeah, the
right?
hotel, yeah.
Yeah, and you could choose between like 4 characters, I believe, and only one of them had a gun.
I don't remember that. It's been so long since I played the first one though, so I don't remember the characters. This one you have there's I think there's 6 characters altogether. Like one of the characters, like I wanted to pick him because like, it's like the one Hispanic character, and I wanted to pick him. I was like, because I mean, like I'm not like super Mexican, but I usually try to tend to pick the Hispanic characters. And
Peter.
but this guy like he looks like fucking 6'9". So I'm like, fuck this guy, I'm not picking him. Like he looks like I'll show you when we're done. I'll show you. He looks like fucking
Tekashi
Tekashi.
6'9".
Yeah.
We're gonna play more fun.
But no, I'll show you the goddamn character select screen. That's all it is. But yeah, he looks like Tekashi, and I'm like,
You love
fuck
Tekashi though.
fuck this guy. Snitch ass
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you were heartbroken when he got fucked up.
When he got jumped in
LA
that
Fitness.
fucking in that gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
You would shed a tear.
Yeah, I would have been like that guy. Hey, I'm a fan. Let me take a picture. I'm a fan.
That guy's a loser. That guy who was saying I'm a fan, he was just fucking sitting there recording the dude.
No,
get
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
beat up the whole time. Oh, I'm a fan.
He thought he knew this was gonna make him.
Did you
big.
see him in the club? This was like maybe months before he got jumped in the gym. But he's in the club pushing a DJ, and then like the crowd surrounds him and they start cracking him and pulling his chain, and like he was just attacking one person with his posse, but the crowd in the club surrounded him and started like pulling on his clothes and pulling on his chain.
I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody dislikes you for whatever reason. So once you give them a reason to put hands on you, everyone's gonna fucking put hands on you. So,
For like the littlest.
Yeah, it was a mob.
Yeah. No, I've seen that video.
yeah, it's like in public when you see some guy like fucking beating his woman.
Yeah.
You see at bare minimum 5 other guys are gonna be coming in the situation and fucking that dude up.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, Fast 10, right?
Mhm.
The last movie coming out right now?
Yeah.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
Fast and Furious?
It's gonna be a trilogy.
So it was supposed to be the last movie. It's supposed to be the end of the series.
It's not.
No, what
It's-
you don't understand is the next movies. So we have Fast X, then we're gonna have Fast X 2 and Fast X 3.
Yeah.
And even 4.
The end of the movie is gonna be 3 movies to end the series. So
it's like Attack on Titans.
It's like Harry Potter doing 2 movies for 1 book. Like, it's like that.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But they're doing 3 movies.
Yeah.
They're doing 3 movies for 1 book.
Yeah. I want to see this last one.
The first movie is just getting the band back together.
Yeah.
The second movie's breaking into the police station. It's Fast 5 over again.
Exactly.
And it's just fast, but it's just like cut up.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Movies are still going.
They're old.
Dude, they've been around. Okay, so
I remember when the first one still came out.
you weren't even alive when the first one came out.
Wasn't it a big gap between Tokyo Drift and 4?
There was a huge gap between them.
It was like 6 years.
Because the first one came out and it was huge. The first one was based on street racing culture. Like it was more true. Yeah, it was LA street racing culture. It was more true to, like, obviously it was fantastical, but it was still more true to life than what the movies became. The second one.
Do people really race for cars?
Yeah.
Pink slips.
How does that work?
You race for pink slips. So like it's like making a bet. It's like, okay, if I lose to you, I'm gonna sign my car over to you. So I'm giving you the ownership tags. You can go to the DMV. You're gonna go to the DMV and say, "This is not my vehicle," and you're gonna sign off on it.
Now you gotta pay tax on.
Yeah, you gotta pay tax on it, but you still want a fucking car, and usually a badass car. You know what I mean? What?
I said Fast and Furious came out in 2001, so I was 1.
Okay, you were 1, so you don't remember it
I
coming
don't
out.
know. Then I don't know what number.
You were too little to even watch it. Right?
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't even
too many girls shaking their ass in that movie. Jello.
But so that movie, so me and my other cousin Gabriel, were very heavy into the street racing. Like I didn't have a car at the time, but I love street racing.
Did you guys
and
go to meets or something?
Yeah, we would, and I was his pastor. I was his sidekick. I would just ride the
He was his hype man.
I was hype man. You got this, Shannon. You got this.
You're like the.
Smoke this
have
fool.
you seen those rally drivers and they have a passenger with the directions?
That's who I was.
You're breaking the car some years.
That's who I was. And I remember we used to race out here in Rialto at a place called The Logs. And so it was just like, I want to say it's a full mile of just straight road that just splits at the end.
That's awesome.
And so what would happen is people would just go and you would just line up, and whoever you got next to, that's who you would race. And I have 2 stories about this place. So, but to go back to Fast and Furious, there was one time we were out there, everyone's racing, and we were just there hanging out that night. We weren't racing. And this dude comes around, like he's walking up to people, "Do you have a modified car?" And he handed him a flyer. "Do you have a modified car?" Hand him a flyer. And so he came over to my cousin and he was like, "Do you have a modified car?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so I handed him a flyer. And it was like, race movie, filming in this area, from this time to this time. If you have a modified car, show up. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
And
so
they were getting extras for Fast and Furious. And my cousin showed up. So he had a Toyota Corolla that he had fixed up. But, so he had fixed everything under the hood. I want to say he changed something in the transmission, the chassis, everything was built up. But externally, it looked like a regular-ass Corolla.
That's cool.
So when he showed up, his whole big thing is he didn't want to get pulled over. Especially at that time, if like your car had a fucking modified bumper, you were getting pulled over.
Anything.
Anything that looked like you raced, you were getting pulled over.
It's a little underestimating too, though, seeing like
big time, big time.
Corolla like that.
Yeah, and so he shows up to the where they were filming, and they're like, "Oh, where's your car?" They show him his car, and he was like, "Oh, we can't use that." Like, because it didn't. So look, think of the cars when you think of Fast and Furious. Think about the cars.
Nissan GTR.
Yeah, like big ass spoilers.
Big ass spoilers, the body kits, the decals.
Underglow.
Regular ass Corolla.
The fucking turbo.
That's funny.
Isn't it weird how the 3rd movie is like after the 7th? It's supposed to take place after movie 6.
I think they didn't expect to keep going after the 3rd one.
Yeah,
that's why it was like not Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's not in 2 or 3. Well, he's in 3, but like at the end.
Yeah.
That was just supposed to be a cameo, and that was going to be the end of the series. That was it. So, because the
so
first
they
one,
like manipulated that and turned it into a situation where a character has passed, and they're gonna.
Is Paul Walker? Is Paul Walker in every single one, or
when he died after?
Well, he died. Paul Walker dying wasn't part of it.
Well, it was Han that passed in that one.
Yeah, Paul Walker
in that
died,
movie, yeah,
in that movie. But Paul Walker died in 4?
7.
5.
5.
No. Well, he hasn't.
He died.
Yeah,
he died
filming
4.
He died filming 5.
Okay, filming 5. So yeah, he filmed some of it. Then his brother, all the wide shots are of his brother. It's not him.
In movie 6.
And CGI.
But is he in every single? Is he in 1 through 5?
He's in 1 through 5. Yes.
He leaves.
Well, he's not.
Oh no, he's not in
He
3.
leaves the 6th.
Yeah, he's not in 3.
Well, he's dead.
But like he has like a cameo scene where he's with his wife, doesn't he?
No, I think they only show him from behind. And that's it. It's just quick, but it's not actually him.
Yeah.
It's his brother.
And isn't he supposed to be in the new one too?
They're finally he's gonna die in this one.
Okay.
So they're finally gonna kill off the character in this one because he's been like they haven't brought him up anymore.
Yeah, he's just a loose end. It's just like
because the whole thing with him was, because he got the wife pregnant or what was his sister? He got Dom's sister pregnant, and they're doing the family thing, and that's why they're not breaking him. Everyone else is like they're all just a bunch of heathens, messing around, racing. And
it's like in Dragon Ball Z, if Goku died, like if Goku's voice actor died, like after the Frieza arc, and then from then on they just like had like back shots of him the whole time.
Okay.
And then it was just
never talks.
It was always just Gohan and Vegeta fighting in the
well, kind of like what they do with Uncle Iroh in Avatar. Yeah,
kind of.
Because Uncle Iroh, his voice actor died. And so after that, you don't really.
When does he pass? Does he pass before they film the episode where he goes and he celebrates his son?
That's his last episode.
That's his last episode?
He died
and when he's singing that song?
That's Iroh.
That's
the voice
sad.
actor. Yeah.
That is so sad. I've cried to that scene so many times.
Every time. That song, I just hear that fucking
his
music.
shaky voice, dude.
I don't even hear that. I hear just those fucking tones and I'll start to cry. Right off the bat. Jasmine too. I play that song for Jasmine.
I don't know what song.
It's from Avatar.
Yeah,
you don't like
I haven't
that
seen
show
Avatar. And
You're a goddamn heathen too.
I haven't watched it since I was little, and I don't remember.
that's
But at the
I
end,
would
there's
only
a-
watch it if there was nothing on TV and it was on Cartoon Network.
The end, there's a tribute.
No, that show was
towards him,
good.
right?
I didn't really pay attention.
That show was so good, but I didn't. I haven't watched it as an adult to
A lot of
appreciate it
it
as
flew
an
over your
adult.
head as a
Yeah,
kid.
maybe I should maybe I should watch it now.
Yeah, it's that fucking
I'm gonna get Peter right now.
Korra's good, but the first fucking the Aang Avatar is here. Watch out. So, hold on,
Yeah,
I like the dive they took on the bending in Korra, the way they kind of deep dived into it.
They should get more into it. Here, let me steal myself a part of this one. Just that right there.
Peter's gonna be tears at the end of this.
I don't know. I'm trying not to already.
So how did he die though?
In the war.
No, his son died. No,
Voice actor.
I forget.
Because was it like an illness and he was expecting to die?
No, I don't.
And
I think
they
it was old age, wasn't it?
got this out, or was it sudden?
I don't know.
Is it the son?
Yeah, that's his son. But see, what kills you about this song, and especially if you watch the episode, so he sings this song to a kid to cheer him up, and he sings it so happily, and then when he's mourning, this is the song he used to sing to his son all the time.
Oh, now it's all sad.
Yeah, so now this is him singing it again, but mourning his son.
Yeah.
And at the end, there's
and then
tribute.
they do it in honor. That's literally how the episode
and
ends.
then his voice actor died after that episode?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes
That
it
kind of
more
explains
emotional.
why you kind of see a lot less of him in the show, but he is a super important character towards everything that's going on, all the events, the coup d'etat.
Yeah, because he teaches Aang firebending, right? Is that how it is?
No, he teaches Zuko, and Zuko helps Aang learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna actually give this show a try.
It's really good. No, it's
Isn't there only
it's an honorary anime. Most it's
I've never I just remember seeing on Nickelodeon just oh, this is pretty cool, and then I'll be oh, SpongeBob one. You know what I mean? It was just I've never had.
But and you weren't into anime at that time either, though.
That too, yeah.
But
the only thing anime I was watching was maybe Teen Titans.
Yeah,
that's not anime.
But at a young age, that show was so intriguing on the mind. just like seeing like action like that, and then the next episode after that would be SpongeBob. Like there was a huge difference between Avatar: The Last Airbender and SpongeBob.
I don't remember any battles of Avatar. I just remember like them talking, and then I was like, oh, this is okay. I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, he died of cancer.
Yeah, so he must have known he was. He was on borrowed time or something.
Kind of like Chadwick Boseman.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he looked.
I mean, most of the time when you have cancer, you're on
the time.
Time crunch.
But if you watch, especially if you watch that episode, like
I'm gonna think of you every time now.
Don't start that. Obviously, don't start at that episode. But when you get to that episode, like this thing is like Uncle Iroh is this like he's the voice of reason. He's like.
Is he like the Master Roshi of it?
For the antagonist, yeah. For probably the main antagonist through the show, and then like the grand end. There's like a grand antagonist at the end of the show.
Yeah, but Iroh's he's like Roshi, but I don't know. I feel like I like as much as I love Dragon Ball Z and as much as I love Master Roshi, I think Iroh's a better character.
Because he's a bad guy, but he's not bad.
Well, he's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's not bad guy. But no, because the thing is he went to war for the Fire Nation. He loved the Fire Nation, and he went to the Earth Kingdom to fight the Fire Nation.
Committed many sins for the Fire Nation.
For the Fire Nation, yes. And then his son dies, and he comes back, and he's like, well, like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this shit. Like, I just sacrificed my son for this nation, and we're still fighting this war. It's still not going anywhere. Yeah. We're still not winning. And he learns from it. And he becomes and he realizes that it's not what he should be doing. And so he's using his wisdom. He's trying to teach his nephew all these things, but the nephew's all he wants is to restore his honor. And like it's not till later on that it's god. And he's a funny character. It's just you gotta.
But he's also a legend when he was fighting. Though.
Exactly. Yeah,
he was a serious warrior, a respected warrior, and the fact that he became passive was disliked amongst
he was
kingdom. I could already see this.
He was considered disgraced.
I get the point.
Such a good show. And then, but that episode though, like, because he sing that song that I was playing. Yeah. He's singing it in a happy way to a little boy that's crying to cheer him up.
And now it's all.
And then like later on in the episode, he sings it again, but he's singing it to his dead son.
Yeah, it's showing you.
Yeah, it's Iroh's the best, one of the best characters ever.
Development or what?
Yeah, just in general.
Not development. He's always like that. He's always been like that in the show.
Okay.
It's just he's just one of the best characters.
Yeah. Best written character.
Him and Boomy.
Yeah.
Him and Boomy are like the best characters. They're the old people in the show. Like
Toph is awesome too in that show.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah.
Didn't they come out with like a...
There's the Legend of Korra.
Yeah, the Legend of Korra.
Oh, okay. I heard that one's not as good.
It's good, but it's different. It's more political.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's been saying it's not that good. Anytime I say...
Some people like it better than the Aang series. Mm-hmm. I personally like Aang better than the Korra series. Because, to me, the Korra one... And not to say I don't... Again, we talked about this in the first the first half of the show. It's like, I don't have any issues with gay. Like, things can be gay. But they kind of, like...
Shove it down your throat.
Like, yeah, it's like... Korra's gay. She likes chicks. Like, oh.
No, wait, she's not. She's bi. She likes a guy right now. Oh, she's
well,
gay.
Well, didn't it start off with the brothers, though? Like, it started off with the brothers, and she's like, she likes the older brother, and the younger brother likes her, and so, like, she's choosing between each one of them, and then she's done with both of them.
Exactly, yeah. It's very...
she takes the older brother's girlfriend, too, from him. She leaves both of them in the dirt.
Yeah, it's very, like...
indecisive and
I feel like they're just like the character itself. I get they did it to make it like, oh well, she doesn't know who she is yet.
She has human problems.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's like
well as Avatar problems.
Yeah, it's like, but you can have human problems and only like one. It's like, okay, she's human problems. She only likes chicks, or she has human problems because of these two brothers, or because of this dude, or you know what I mean. They don't have to fucking what was the other one I was going to bring up real quick before because we got some stuff. Did you see the Haunted Mansion trailer?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I think it looks the Haunted Mansion trailer.
No.
You guys gotta check it. It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks funny, but it looks scary. It looks like
Five Nights at Freddy one. Have you seen the Five Nights?
Yes, that's just that's a teaser.
I heard people were trying to Sonicify it. Like
I don't think that. I don't
like
think
they
there was
felt
enough reason just because of the eye color.
Oh, is that what it was?
It was just because they have red eyes when they normally have white eyes, and that's like it doesn't even look that bad with red eyes.
Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah. I thought people were saying that the
animatronics.
No, the animatronics like looks fucking spot on. They look spot on.
It's simple detail.
It's like small details.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're like, no, it doesn't look like the game. Shut the fuck up.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good.
It looks a little more scarier with red eyes.
They look more realistic. They look more realistic. That's about it.
Yeah, like you see a dark robot in the corner, and all you see is red glowing eyes. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I think they look great. It looks different enough from the one that Nicolas Cage did.
What?
But is the one Nicolas Cage was supposed to be Five Nights at Freddy as well?
It's not Five Nights at Freddy, but it's a similar.
It's the concept.
Yeah, it's like it's the Chuck E. Cheese, but a bunch of people died here, and we don't know why, and they shut it down. The security guard.
Yeah, but like anytime I go to Chuck E. Cheese, I'm always like, these things are like creepy, like you know.
But that's where the concept came from.
Yeah, people have always thought that they're creepy.
Yeah, that's where the concept came from.
I used to hate fucking going in that little theater, that little like eating area.
Where they were at?
Yeah,
their big bug eyes.
Yeah, like you're just like eating, and you just like feel like you're just like, I want that slice.
I don't think I liked fucking Chucky walking around. I would always avoid Chucky walking around the fucking place.
All right, I got.
That wasn't even animatronic. It was just a dude in a costume.
I got two more stories real quick. Before we wrap this up. This is going back to Mortal Kombat. I forgot to bring this one up. So these are rumored, but they're very. They're what do they call them? Like where they're like they're not confirmed, but they're very like
speculated.
No, they're very like the person that's spreading the rumor is like this guy's kind of has a reputation of putting out shit that happens.
Factual.
Homelander and Peacemaker are rumored to be planned as playable characters in Mortal Kombat 1.
I think I heard the Homelander one.
So that would be kind of cool.
Homelander would be sick. Peacemaker.
I would want to see Peacemaker get fatality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see him doing fatalities. I wouldn't want to see him getting fatality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like the thing about Peacemaker is like he's a badass and he kills people, but he's also like, and he's an asshole, but he's not an asshole. He's just like
he's like the like dumb lovable.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's a dumb lovable character. And like the whole bully thing where like his story arc where he's like, oh, I was a bully just because I'm like where it's all because of him. You know what I mean? When like that scene where he's crying and he's talking about how stupid he is, and it's like I don't want to see that guy get killed. I don't want to. Scorpion doesn't need to light this dude on fire. Like, you know, I can see him killing people. I don't want to see him die. If fatalities don't work on him, everyone just becomes his friend at the end. You can only do friendships. You can only do friendships on fucking Peacemaker. Homelander, you can kill him. It's okay.
Homelander would be sick though.
Yeah, Homelander would be sick.
Mortal Kombat Online has like special fatalities when people rage quit, right?
Yeah. So like if you're playing somebody and they quit, then I think it's called a quitality.
Does that change per character?
Or
is it like the same?
No, so they basically just explode.
Okay. It's still humiliating though, right? Like,
it's still because it's still a loss. And we talked about this a while back. Well, no, we haven't talked about this specifically, but the Disney World's Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser opened 18 months ago. This is basically it's a hotel that you go to this hotel in Disney World in Florida, and it's completely enclosed. There's no windows to the outside world. All the outside windows are screens to make you feel like you're in space. Mm-hmm. You're in a space station. You're on a Star Cruiser in space on a galactic cruise. When you go to Disney World to leave the place, they take you to a shuttle, which its windows have screens to make you feel like you're being transported via Starship and they drop you directly off into the Star Wars land in Disneyland.
That's cool.
And it's a fully immersive experience. It's been open for 18 months, and they're shutting down.
Why?
People are going crazy.
People aren't. I guess they're not getting the bookings they expected.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a little much, right? Yeah. It takes a special nerd to want.
You have to be. I would love to go and experience at least once, but it's like one of those things. Like, okay, once I've experienced it,
you don't want to.
Yeah,
I'm good. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing. Like, who wants to live in that fucking residential thing they're doing?
Yeah.
For like Disney residential.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's like it's cool. Like I love Disneyland.
Like, do you think it would have been a great idea maybe 15 years ago if they had the technology they have today? Like, do you think the audience they're trying to target is just too mature?
No, I think it's just niche. It's just niche.
It's very niche and it's very expensive.
Oh, just too much.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like their audience that would like I would love to go, but it's too goddamn expensive.
Not every freaking month.
Yeah, and the same thing too is like okay, there's a lot of Star Wars fans. And there's a lot of hardcore Star Wars fans that would love to experience it, but they can't necessarily afford it. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I can afford to go to Disney World. But I can't do this circle as much as I would love to. Yeah,
4 times the ticket of Disneyland.
So I don't know if any of you guys have been to Disney World or Disneyland in a while. I finally got a chance to go on this not Smuggler's Run. What's the new one? The Rise of the Resistance ride.
Mm-hmm.
That ride blew my fucking mind. No fucking lie. Like even Letty doesn't like Star Wars at all. And she's kind of on rides. Mm-hmm. That ride blew her fucking mind. Mm-hmm. So literally, first of all, you're in line, and the line itself, you're going through a rebel base, like an underground rebel base. There's a lot of shit to look at, a lot of stuff to see, which is cool as shit. So then everyone in the line, all the cast members are dressed like rebels from Star Wars. Then you get on a transport, and you get on this transport, and fucking what's his name? It's a trap. What's his name?
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar's there, and you got fucking someone there talking, and it's like, what's his name? The one that rode Orlando, with big cheeks in fucking.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember his name right now, but he's there too. And then you get captured. So like they're taking you from point A to point B. You get captured by the Empire, right? Mm-hmm. So you got on the ride from this one area. All of a sudden, you get captured by the Empire. The doors open, the same doors you came in, open. And you're in a fucking you get caught by the tractor beam, and you're on a goddamn Star Cruiser, like with a fucking army of stormtroopers in front of you, and everyone there is dressed like fucking Empire, and they're not like okay come everyone's single file, get in line, head to your chart, like head to your cells.
Like if you're actually prisoners?
Like you're actual prisoners, and they take you to these fucking like you line up, and like they're all guards, and they're treating you like you guys are prisoners. You get into a cell, fucking Kylo Ren shows up, starts talking to you, and then all of a sudden, like, he leaves. And then all of a sudden, one of the walls literally, like, gets cut open, drops open, and there's rebels on the other side of the fucking thing, and they take you to another area. And I was like, this is just a fucking line. It's not even the ride yet.
That's funny.
It was so fucking cool.
That's insane. I thought you were on the ride this whole time.
No, that's just a line. And I was like, holy shit.
Well, they know what they're doing.
That's
for that
awesome.
It was
that's a new take on, just standing in the line waiting to go to a show.
I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. Like, and this was
how
just
was the ride, though?
And then the ride itself, it's like this cart thing, and there's a droid driving you around, and like it just moves. And
is it fast, or is it like
it's like
the Pooh, or?
No, it's kind of like a. The best way I can describe it, it's kind of like it's like Winnie the Pooh or like Monsters Inc. where you're going.
Or Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, but you're not controlling it. So you're going through an area and they're showing you stuff, but you're not on the track. This cart, so like. You're going through like it pulls up and then it backs up and it pulls you to another area. Like there's no track.
Oh.
And then the cart can go sideways. It can go like it moves all these different areas. And it's like basically you're backing up and you're going to an area and like everything's projected or there's realistic stuff going on. Mm-hmm. It's fucking
Is
so
it fast or no?
It's like you're kind of bouncing around, but it's not fast. Kind of like you don't get whiplash like Indiana Jones, but it's more like. How you're moving around in Indiana Jones.
Okay.
But no track. It was fucking cool. But okay, let's go and wrap this up because we're running over time. Man, we almost went an hour on the second segment.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/RealPressStart, on Twitters at RealPressStart, on Instagram at RealPressStart, and on TikTok at The Real Press Start. Like us, rate us, review us anywhere you get your podcast. And on that note, game over. No more questions.